Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's evening for me. So how are you? Are you okay? Keeping safe? Yes, staying at home, studying, not too tired of all these studies? Or perhaps you're too lazy for it. I hope you're just tired, yeah, not lazy. You're not a lazy person. Keeping up with your studies is important. Yeah, I know it's tiring, but it's important as well. And remember, I posted the answer key from last class. So if you go there, have a look. If there is any questions, ask and I will answer. Okay, very happy about that. So for today, favorite ever, grammar. How very exciting. And we're going to talk about modal verbs. Remember modal verbs? Jackie, rings a bell. I can remember, so get ready. So what are them? They are these people here, okay? So you know who they are now. So must, could, can, should, would. Remember, yeah? So I'm sure you know who they are, but what are modal verbs? You remember that? So modal verbs are type of special verbs. They are special because they are auxiliary. Yes, so they are helping verbs. They work in a different way from ordinary verbs. Every sentence, when you have a modal verb, you're always going to have an ordinary verb together. So, I can help you. Can is your modal verb. Help is your normal verb. Can is there to change the sentence. That's what they do. They change the meaning of the sentence. They affect the verb help. If I say, I help you every day, is one meaning. If I say I can help you every day, I'm saying that I have the ability to help you. If I say I must help you every day, is my obligation to do it. And if I say I cannot help you, is because I'm not capable of doing. So the same sentence with a different modal verb means something completely different, okay? So that's why they affect the other verbs in the sentence. And they behave differently because, one, they don't have a real meaning, they have an intention, and they never change. They never change time, they never show time, and they never change form. So if you have I can help you, she can help you, they can help you. It doesn't change for he, she, or it, so it keeps the same form, okay? So now that you know a bit more about these modal verbs, let's see what they show, okay? They show what? They show different intention. They modify your verbs. So sometimes it gives you a possibility. They indicate an ability, obligation, permission. You use them to make deductions, to speculate about things, to give advice, to express regrets. So we use the modal verbs for a variety of things. They're very important. And you know how to use most of them. For example, here, yes, we can is talking about an ability. So we have the ability to do something. Remember, is a short answer. Can you do it? Yes, we can. That's why the verb do is not there, because it's a short answer. I'm using the modal verb. Okay? What can you do? You tell me. What's your ability? I can sing, I can play the piano, I can play the guitar. So it talks about an ability. Another way to express this ability can be could. For example, if I'm saying something that I could do in the past, sometimes I can't do it anymore. But so I could walk before I was 2 is an ability that I had. Or sometimes I want to express the future action, so being able to also express ability and is a modal verb. So I will be able to get a good job in the future. I was able to do my homework. I am able to do things. Okay, it works as a modal verb as well. Might, may, could, talking about possibilities. I just might do my homework. Again, Jackie, yes. So possibility, okay? So it's a possible thing. I'm not guaranteed that's going to happen. So I could, I may, I might look for a job in Spain. Who knows? Okay? Something likely to happen. It might rain tomorrow. Might not. It might be sunny. Okay? He might get the first prize. He may get the first prize. So it's a possibility. It's not impossible. Okay? Again, for you, yes, please. Another one's for deduction. You have must. Remember deduction? Sometimes you are making a deduction about something that you're pretty sure about it. Sometimes you're not very sure, and the modal verb you are going to use is going to change. For example, when you basically know, you're not 100%, okay? Because if you are 100%, you're not going to use the modal verb. But you are from 90 to 100, okay? So he must live near here because he always walks to work or he always walks to school. And I see you walking to school every day, so it's a strong evidence that you live near. So I'm going to use must because I've got my speculation is quite strong. I've got a strong evidence, okay? But if I don't have this strong evidence, I'm not so sure about it. I might say, oh, he could be in class. For example, he's not answering my phone calls. Why not? I'm speculating. He could be in class, or he may be busy, or he might be doing something else. So it's a speculation, not so strong evidence, so I'm going to use a different one. For when something is not possible, I'm going to use cannot. So it can't be far now. We've been driving for hours. Is an evidence. There is a strong evidence. I've been driving for many hours. I know we are close. You can't be far. Okay, so these are the modal verbs used for deduction. And here is a little table to help you out with the how strong they are. Could is not here, but you know could, may, and might. Very similar, okay? Must, can't when it's not possible. Might not and may not, okay? So she may not be home yet. Yes, I'm speculating as well. The time she left, now I don't think it was enough time, so she may not be home yet. Maybe you can try later. Okay? Should I stay? Should I go? Asking for advice, giving advice. What is the best thing to do? Show. We look at it. Remember, show is kind of the question. We use should or show as a modal verbs. Okay, I'm asking what you think about. It's like let's do it. Show, we do it. Advice and obligation. You have should and you have must. Here, if you are giving advice, you can say, oh, you should look for a new job, or you ought to look for a new job. I'm telling you what I believe is the best thing to do. So I'm going to use should and I'm going to use ought to. What's the difference? Not real difference. Should is more used than ought to. And the real thing is the form. If you think about should do it, you don't have the to. For ought to, you're always going to have the to together. It's the only modal verb that has the to, okay? All the other verbs have no to. The verbs are always in infinitive without the to. They mean exactly the same. James ought to look for a new job. James should look for a new job. But must is different. Must is an obligation. It's not like you should. I'm not saying what is the best thing to do. I'm saying what you have to do. So she has to wear a school uniform. You must tidy your room. So these are obligations, not advice. You have to do it. There is no choice on that one. Careful when you're using it. Okay, is stronger as an order. Have to, obligation. Super happy. You have to work on Saturday. Okay? Now, lack of obligation, prohibition. So the obligation is must. You must do it. You have to do it. But what about when you don't? Okay, so you don't have to wear a uniform. That's what you're going to say. You don't have to do it. Never use mustn't for lack of obligation, because mustn't is a prohibition. Okay, so have a look at that. You must do it is an obligation. You have to do it is an obligation. You don't have to do it is a lack of obligation. You don't have that obligation. But you mustn't do it is a prohibition. You're not allowed to do it. You must not drive without a driving license. Okay, different meaning. Must in a negative becomes prohibition. All right, kind of opposite, yeah. So here an example. You don't have to. So what if I told you you don't have to post things you eat in Instagram every day? Okay, and here mustn't. You see, prohibition. When the miss say you mustn't eat in class. Miss here is the teacher, remember? You don't use teacher for teachers. Teachers their job, so you call me Jackie. Sometimes you're gonna call your teacher Miss or Mrs. So that's what he meant here. If you need extra help, if you're not sure about it, I selected a nice a video. I select a nice video. It's a short video. It has some other examples, some more examples about the modal verbs and how to use them. But we have more, okay? So all the modal verbs you're using, they can be used in the past. So we were talking about present situations and sometimes future situations. Now we're going to talk about these things in the past. In the past, okay? So, for example, Rob must have eaten my cake. Here is a speculation, is a deduction, but a very strong deduction. I know Rob, he likes cakes and he always eats people's cakes. So, it must have been him. I'm not gonna say he must eat the cake because that's gonna become an obligation, remember? But then when I say he must have done, is something that happened and is a past situation, and I'm presuming that was him, okay? Always modal verb plus have plus third column. Remember, in the other situation was the verb and the modal verb and the verb in the present. Now is the modal verb, have, and third column. So modal verb plus present perfect. Okay? Let's have a look at some other examples. So here, why isn't John here yet? It's a past situation I'm going to describe now. I'm speculating. He may or he might, I don't know, he might have missed the train. Is a possibility, okay? I'm not sure if that's what happened, but he's not here. I'm guessing what might have happened to him. Here there is a car crash, there's an accident. I don't know exactly, but he might have been drinking and driving. Is a possibility. So I'm guessing, and is a past guessing. So might have done. Here, when you're searching about something, remember you use must. Okay, so the bicycle was here, is no longer here. The bicycle has disappeared. It must have been stolen. I am certain about that because I put the bike in here, okay? But remember, you cannot use mustn't because mustn't become a prohibition. So if you want to say the opposite there you're going to say the bicycle couldn't have been stolen. There was nobody here, okay? For the opposite, you're going to use the couldn't. It couldn't have happened, okay? The positive of could, so is used for gentle criticism. So you could have told me and you didn't. You could have sent me a message and you didn't, okay? So you're late and you could have done that. I'm criticizing you. Another thing we do, use should for regrets. Remember, should for advice, you should do it. But when you do it and it's wrong and you're describing it later on, you're talking about a past situation, regrets. I should have studied, I should have turned left, I should have done that before. Okay? You use the should plus have, or should plus not plus have. And the third column, or past participle. Alright? More video. There is this funny guy here. He does these videos for BBC English class. It's okay. He's gonna talk about Rob, the cake eater. And have a look if you need more help. And yes, exercises. Not all exercises are necessary. I select the essential ones. So page 18, exercise 2 and 3 and 4. And page 19, exercise 5. That's it. Okay, and a Kahoot is super cool. You've got, I think, 20 questions, a long Kahoot, but it has all the examples and it comes with some explanations. Please do it, okay? There is the code. You can see the code as well on the PowerPoint. And there is this sweet short movie about this guy who has, I can't tell you, secret. Okay, click on the link or click on the picture and it directs you to a different website. Just make sure you press play mode and then you can watch the short story and it gives you some questions. It is about deduction. You're gonna practice the modal verbs watching this sweet little thing. I'm sure you're gonna like it, okay? That's the story in Balamori today. I'm super happy to have you here using your modal verbs. I hope you got the idea. You knew some already. Thank you so much. Next class, I give you the answers. And we're going to talk about our projects. Start thinking about work and jobs and professions that you like, because your project is going to be about a job that you would like to have in the future. And start thinking about something that you want to do. I know some of you are not sure yet, but you might have an idea about something that interests you, okay? Thank you very much. It was a longer video today, I just realized, okay, but it was necessary because it's all the modal verbs together and we needed to review it. Take care and I see you shortly. Okay, bye.